Were you just involved in a car accident and you're wondering whether you should get medical treatment? Check out this short video to find out. Hey everybody, Barry here with the Lawful Channel. This is a super important video that I'd like you to watch. I get this question all the time from people. I just got in an accident and should I get medical treatment? If you have any other questions about getting medical treatment or any legal topic, please put them in the comment section below. Now let's jump into the video. So, like so many questions in law, the answer to this question is, it depends. Should you get medical treatment if you suffered minor injuries or just property damage? Probably not. It's going to be up to you whether you think you need to get medical treatment. But if you suffered moderate to severe injuries, then 100% you need to get medical treatment. I have a client who was involved in an accident about 35 days ago and just emailed me that he's still feeling pain in his wrist. Well, he never got any medical treatment for the pain in his wrist. Should he get medical treatment, he asked, and I said absolutely yes. Why? Because I tell my clients this, and I'll tell you this as well. Focus on your health, not your claim. No matter what we recover for this individual, it won't matter if he's still feeling wrist pain in 2 years or in 3 years, or if it affects his employment. So focus on your health, not your claim. Hey, stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to tell you how you can get your medical bills paid for after an accident. So how soon should you go to the doctor after an accident? Well, if you were involved in an accident and suffered severe injuries, they're probably going to take you right away by ambulance. But let's say that's not the case. Let's say you're feeling back pain or neck pain after an accident. The police come, they do an investigation, your car is taken care of, what you should do. I always recommend get medical treatment as soon as you possibly can. If you can go to the doctor at that moment, if somebody can drive you to the doctor, whatever you can do, go to the doctor as soon as you can. The reason I say this is that the insurance company is going to use every piece of evidence they can to diminish the value of your claim. Let me repeat that. The insurance company and you are on different sides. They want to pay you as little as possible, and you want to recover as much as possible. If there's a delay in your getting medical treatment, they're going to use that to question the severity of your injuries. So don't delay. Get the medical treatment you can as soon as possible. Now, some people will ask, who should I go see after an accident? And my quick response is, I don't care. Go see your primary care physician, your internist. Go to an urgent care, or go to the emergency room. Just get medical care as soon as possible. Now, one caveat is some people will go see a chiropractor right away after an accident. I don't recommend that. I do believe in chiropractors, and I think they can be really beneficial, but before you go see a chiropractor, go see your primary care physician and get a referral to the chiropractor. That'll play much better with an insurance company later on when you're trying to recover for your damages. Another question I get is, what should I tell the doctor after an accident? And my stock response is, tell your doctor everything. This is no time to tough it out, especially for motorcycle riders. Tell the doctor about all the pain you're suffering, whether it be to your right shoulder, your left knee, your left wrist, whether mentally you're struggling, you can't sleep at night, you can't have sexual relationship with your significant other. Whatever it is, tell the doctor about it, and here's the reason why. When it comes to dealing with an insurance company, if it's not in the medical records, it does not exist. So if you suffered nightmares as a result of injuries suffered in an accident, and then in 9 months you put the demand package in front of an insurance company and you try to claim PTSD or compensation for your nightmares, if it's not in the medical records, it doesn't exist. Now that's a simple example, but I just want to get across to you. Tell your doctor about all the pain, all the suffering, all the discomfort you're going through when you see your physician. Okay, I told you earlier in this video that I was going to tell you how to get your medical bills paid after an accident. The first thing I want to tell you is don't bother submitting your medical bills to the insurance company for the driver who hit you. That is going to be a waste of time. Those medical bills are going to sit out there and they're not going to get paid, and they're going to go to collections, which is something you absolutely want to avoid. Instead, there are two places that you could turn to get your medical bills paid. One is take a look at your own insurance policy. Do you have MedPay or medical payments or PIP coverage? If you do, then you might be able to get the first $2,500 or $5,000 or whatever of your medical bills paid. The second place that you should look to get your medical bills paid is your health insurance. Always give your medical providers your health insurance information. And I'm talking about Blue Cross Blue Shield or Aetna or whoever it might be. Always insist that your medical providers bill your health insurance for your medical bills. Chances are, a couple weeks after your accident, you're going to get a letter from your health insurance provider saying they received a bill for medical treatment. Was it related to an accident with a third party? You need to be honest with them and tell them, yes, you were involved in an accident, and this is the individual and the insurance company for the responsible party. They're going to then probably send you a lien letter, L-I-E-N, which I've talked about on this channel before, letting you know that they have a stake in the outcome of your recovery. It's still better to use your health insurance to pay your medical bills because that avoids these bills going to collections. If you don't want to use your health insurance, tell me about it in the comment section below and let me try and change your mind. A lot of people will contact me and say they don't know where to go to for medical treatment. This should not be a factor. In this day and age, we have the internet, we can find medical providers near us. Chiropractors in particular treat a lot on liens, L-I-E-N, and you can get your medical treatment and they'll delay recovering or getting payment until after your case is over. In addition, if you have a personal injury attorney, that attorney should be able to refer you to doctors who can treat you and treat you on lien again so that they don't get paid until the case is over. So there's really no reason why you can't get the medical treatment that you need after a car accident. Now that might sound a little tough, but the reality is I'm so passionate about the fact that people need to focus on their health and not their insurance claim. If you're going to walk with a limp the rest of your life, then all the money in the world is not going to compensate you for that. But if we can get back to where you were before the accident happened, that's what's critical after an accident. So get the medical help you need no matter what you have to do it. Okay, one last thing, but it's really important, is that in a personal injury case, there's no compensation without damages. And in this case, we're talking about injuries. It's really a sliding scale as to how much your case is worth. I get that question all the time. Hey, how much do you think I can get? It's hard to know. But in reality, if you just suffered a back sprain or a strain, then on the left side of the scale, the case is probably not worth that much. Not to say that you can't suffer severe back sprains and back strains. And then on the other side of the scale is herniated discs, broken bones, traumatic brain injuries, all the way up to wrongful death. Those cases may recover a significant amount of money. So to answer the question of how much your case is worth, I would just say, let's look at the severity of your injuries. Of course, medical injuries is not the only factor in your case. There's going to be economic damages like lost wages. There are going to be medical bills, although medical bills often correlate to how severe your injuries are. If you just have a sprained back, obviously the medical treatment that you undergo is going to be significantly less than somebody who suffers a severe back injury that requires surgery. So those are economic damages that are going to contribute to the value of your case as well. Okay, I mentioned earlier in this video that I did another video on how to pay medical bills after an accident. I'm going to put a link to that video right up here so that you can get easy access to it. That's really the next video you want to watch in this series. Now, I'd like to ask you your take on the law. Were you involved in an accident that required a lot of medical treatment? Tell us about it in the comments section below. Hey, thanks for checking out this short video on medical treatment after an accident. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me. If I can't help you, I'll try and find somebody who can. And if you haven't already, would you please subscribe to our channel? Thanks, and we'll see you next time.